Just found a needle and thread on the floor. That would be a nightmare to step on. Hello, Internet! So today I thought I'd teach you a little bit more about me by talking about ways that I'm not quite normal and just how difficult that can make my life at times. First, my hair. One of the biggest difficulties about having curly hair is people don't know how to cut it. Now, I'm sure if you actually went someplace where you had to pay more than $10 for a haircut, you might get someone who actually knows what they're doing. When you're a broke teenager, you end up going to the whatever cheap places that send you coupons in the mail. This has resulted in several terrible haircuts for me. For years, I have cut my own hair because no one seems to be able to make it look right. I'm sure I don't have the best haircut right now, but I only have myself to blame. It can also be a pain to style. You can't brush it unless you're going for like the 80s look with the giant hair. I can rock that look. I don't even need hairspray half the time. If your hair is decided to curl one way, there is no changing that unless you want to start over and wash it again, which is always a bad idea. Curly hair, especially thick curly hair, takes forever to dry. I know what you're thinking. Amber, why don't you just use a hair dryer? Hair dryers have the same result as hair brushes. They make the hair giant. Yes, I could put mousse or whatever in my hair, but then I have to actually do something with it. And I prefer the days when I can just give my head a shake and be done. There are days when your hair is just having none of it, and the only option is to take a shower, which isn't an option, or put a hat on. Otherwise, it takes forever. Number 2. I'm left-handed, and unlike my hair, there's not much I can do to change that. The entire world is built for right-handed people. The side of the door a handle is on, the general configuration of where you put your mouse and your keyboard. Scissors are a nightmare unless you get left-handed scissors, which I guess is one of the perks when you grow up being the only left-handed child in a family of 6 kids. You get your own scissors. Next time you're out walking around, or you get in an elevator, or anything like that, check and see which side the buttons are on. Guarantee they'll be on the right. Also, writing. Writing is a joy when your hand has to drag over what you've just written. I'm not sure if pen or pencil is worse, because ink will eventually dry. Pencil will just rub off entirely if you drag over the same portion enough times. Sure, there are a lot of left-handed struggles. Really small stuff you wouldn't even think about because you're right-handed. Third, my height. Now, I'm not freakishly tall in any sense of the word. Probably say about 5'9.5", I don't know, somewhere around 5'9", 5'10". And this doesn't seem tall. And it usually doesn't. I don't feel like I just tower over all of humanity. But there are really small ways in which I am just too tall. For example, every time I buy pants, shopping is a pain because you can never tell when just the normal cut of jeans will be long enough or when you have to get the long size. Or tall or whatever unit that particular brand decides to use. I'm also a perfectly acceptable height when I wear flats, but anytime I wear heels I'm suddenly ginormica. And when you're a kind of shy, awkward person already, towering over most of humanity doesn't help the issue. There's also the constant struggle of actually fitting under desks and tables. I always hated sitting in the auditorium at my college because my knees would be against the seat in front of me. I often don't fit in the back seats of cars. I have to kind of scrunch over, and then my legs have nowhere to go because I'm like a daddy long legs, mommy long legs. Also, the showers in my college dorm room were too short. They would hit me like here, which is unhelpful. It's always awkward trying to wash your hair when you have to duck to even get it wet. I'm tall enough that doorways in old houses and castles hit me in the forehead if I don't duck. Really? I don't know how taller people do it. I am so sorry, all you people who are 6 feet and above. So, yeah. If you have any little quirks or traits that often make life a little more difficult than it should be, I'd love to hear it. Not just to make me feel better about myself, but to remind us all that everyone has those little things that they wish they didn't have. This video, you should also let me know and give me a thumbs up, and if you would like to see more videos like this, click subscribe. I'm just getting started on this, so there's not much yet. I'll put my first video over here where I talk about childhood fears and more ways I'm just an awkward turtle. For more of my crazy ramblings, you can go visit my blog at lambersrambles.wordpress.com. I'll put a link in the description. You never know quite what you're going to get over there, so enjoy. Well, I guess that's it. Bye, guys.